Actor and singer Jussie Smollett finds himself in a controversy for the wrong reason as an all-new Viral starts right now. Welcome to an all-new edition of Viral. I'm your host, as always, Kenny. Glad you're here on Viral. Man on man, rumors and innuendo is running rampant as we talk about actor, singer Jussie Smollett, the star Empire. You might know him as Jamal Lyons, but he got himself in a little bit of trouble. So we're going to talk about that here on Viral. But first things first, join in that conversation using the hashtag right here, Viral, here on Connect. We are so glad you're here to join us. Let's get started. All right. Like we said, Empire star Jussie Smollett lands himself in what many believe is the worst PR move that you can make. And you want to know how all this got started? Take a look.
Tonight, actor Jussie Smollett is speaking out in an exclusive interview with Robin Roberts, for the first time revealing what he saw in that grainy surveillance image of two people police say were spotted nearby around the time of the attack.
The police have gone through a lot of video and they were able to capture an image of two people of interest. Have you seen that image?
Mm-hmm.
And do you believe that they could possibly be the attackers?
I do.
What is it about their size, or why do you feel that they could possibly be?
Because I was there. I mean, that, for me, when that was released, I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't have any doubt in my mind that that's them. Never did.
The star of the show Empire told Chicago police he was walking back to his downtown apartment when the men assaulted him, battering him in the face, yelling racial and homophobic slurs, and putting a noose around his neck. Investigators calling it a possible hate crime.
He is a victim, and we treat him like a victim. He's been very cooperative.
The actor and his manager told police they were on the phone during the attack, and while Smollett wouldn't turn over his phone to police, this week he gave investigators a partial copy of his phone records. But Chicago police say they are limited and heavily redacted, adding they need additional information to corroborate the investigative timeline. Smollett says he did it to protect the privacy of personal contacts. As for those who doubt he is telling the truth,
I'm pissed off.
What is it that has you so angry? Is it the attackers?
It's the attackers, but it's also the attacks. It's like, you know, at first it was a thing of like, listen, if I tell the truth, then that's it, because it's the truth. Then it became a thing of like, oh, how can you doubt that? Like, how do you not believe that? It's the truth. And then it became a thing of like, oh, it's not necessarily that you don't believe that this is the truth. You don't even want to see the truth.
Many of the gossip blogs feel like Smollett was lying or staged this act for attention, or maybe it was a setup for Smollett. But some ain't feeling it, some ain't buying it. As you saw, two Nigerian brothers who star alongside Smollett on Empire staged this whole ordeal that is alleged, but at the same time, did Jussie Smollett had something to do with it? They saying that the phone records, he didn't want to turn in phone information. He was kind of very divisive and very paranoid about that, and that would kind of might have led to his demise. Well, speaking of that, Smollett set the record straight. And about the rumors in the window, he sat down with ABC's Robin Robbins and got everything out of his system and told what he thought was the truth. Let's watch.
Many of those doubts surround the issue of his phone, with some wondering why he didn't initially hand it over to authorities.
They wanted me to give my phone to the tech for 3 to 4 hours. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do that.
Why?
Because I have private pictures and videos and numbers, my partner's number, my family's number. my castmates' number, my friends' numbers, my private emails, my private songs, my private voice memos. I don't know what that's going to be to hand over my phone for. And honestly, by then, inaccurate, false statements had already been put out there.
Earlier this week, he submitted phone records from within an hour of the incident, but Chicago police said they were limited and heavily redacted, adding they need additional information to corroborate the investigative timeline. His attorneys tell us they are willing to cooperate. Smollett also says he has been troubled by inaccurate claims. What other ones had you heard that were inaccurate?
That I had said that they were wearing MAGA hats. I never said that. I didn't need to add anything like that. They called me a. They called me a. There's no which way you cut it. I don't need some MAGA hat as the cherry on top of some racist sundae. I've heard that it was a date gone bad, which I so resent that narrative. I'm not going to go out and get a tuna sandwich and a salad to meet somebody. That's ridiculous. And it's offensive. Yes, there's Grindr. Yes, there's Jacked. Yes, there's all of these things, which I have not been on in years. I can admit that I was on that back in the day. Mm-hmm. I was single. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I have not been on that in years.
What were your injuries? What were
they did x-rays. I didn't have, it was reported that I had like fractured ribs or cracked ribs or something like that. That wasn't true. I was just in a lot of pain. You know, my clavicle was messed up. My rib was bruised, but nothing was cracked. Like I walked into the hospital. I walked out of the hospital.
If the rumors are true that Jussie was making this up and covering it up as a lie, then he should be ashamed of himself of just prolonging and having folks feeling sorry for him for sympathy that, you know, the Donald Trump supporters attacked him and it turned out to be not the case. He should apologize for his premature actions and tell the public that he's sorry. But we have to find out and see. Well, I've been Kenny Dix and you've been watching Viral. We'll see you next time here on Viral.